Interestingly enough, Dobrein going in with the Bryn to start it off. Not going in with the Mordex. We did see him swap over to the Mordex in the upper bracket when things were looking rough after they lost game 1. But it looks like he wants to start it off with this Bryn. Maybe that's his game plan, is start with a Bryn. If the Bryn works, keep at it. If it does not work, then switch it up, go to the Mordex, and have that gauntlet, double gauntlet play for the team.
We are seeing the Mordex, though, coming out from Blaze, and then we also see an Ulgrim. The first time we've seen him today, but not necessarily the most uncommon sight in 2v2. We have seen people play him in the past.
But he kind of fell out of the meta in general recently. We don't see a whole lot of Lance play overall, but specifically Mordex, he, like the last person who really, it was like Mini and Cedero were kind of the only two people who really would see a Mordex get busted out. Interestingly enough, Luck coming in with this Mordex. Meanwhile, left side, Dobrein with the X play does get the kill onto Blaze. Luck trying to avoid Dobrein, but he gets caught by that hammer toss, and Dobrein able to follow up with that down there. So it is going to be the stock advantage going the blue team's way, but the red team only needs to get a couple of good hits onto the blue team to even up the stocks.
And it's going to take just a little bit more than that from Dobrein. I think that's your color blindness coming into effect there. He's like just in the beginning stages of that kill percent, especially with the island there for deflection purposes. I think it's going to take more than just a couple hits to kill Dobrein at this point. Even that axe side air barely sending him off the stage.
You see him starting to get that damage built up, getting sent left and right. Luck really looking for that slide charge down signature onto Dobrein. He's gonna get the nair, still not enough to finish him off. Needs just a little bit more force behind that. Gonna be the sidelight from Blaze that sends Cedero off. Cedero still holding onto his stock. Finally, Dobrein goes down, but you can see in the top right that Blaze has taken a lot of damage, and it is just widening the gap for the blue team. Luck is in position to try to give Blaze room, but he doesn't get the wall touch, and Luck is gonna have to avoid the power play here.
Try to be very, very careful. He's playing very defensively on the left side, trying to create as much space as he possibly can, waiting for that weapon spawn, but he doesn't want to just leave Blaze all by himself. You see him darting left, darting right, trying to provide relief if he can, but he ends up falling there. Luck and Blaze on their last stock.
This is looking like Dobrein and Cedero's game to lose. If Luck and Blaze want to get back into it, I don't think a 2v1 is their strongest option. Instead, they're going to have to go for some wild gimps, to be completely honest. I think Blaze is going to have to bring some Gauntlet scythe strings over to the sides. But this is, again, Cedero and Dobrein. Not easy players to gimp by any stretch of the imagination.
And Lance gimps require a lot of commitment, especially with the ground pound. If you can catch your opponent in orange, it usually just takes one, but anything before that, it's going to be a lot of commitment, a lot of risk, and Dobrein getting the clash there. Blaze falls!
Oh, that is rough. We've seen recoveries hit from underneath with the scythe, and it's been completely successful. That would have launched Dobrein down, but instead it clashed out, and Dobrein's still swinging, man.
He almost picked up that neutral air for the chase dodge, and Dobrein and Cedero are going to take it. That was all but a JV2.
I mean, that was just control from Dobrein and Cedero. They got the early stocks, and they just maintained that lead. You didn't see them go wild, try to get some big flash finishes or anything like that. They had the lead, and they maintained it.
Do you still call it a JV2 in 2v2s? If both members of the team have like
if you perfect them, is it a JV 18? Nope, that's not.
No, definitely not that one.
You just triple it, right?
Definitely not that one.
3, 2,
is it a JV 8?
I don't know. I don't know the proper etiquette.
Yeah, I'm not sure the vernacular there. Left side, we do see Cedero versus Luck. Cedero with the big edge guard attempt. He got a lot of damage onto Luck. Luck gonna go for the turnaround. He's going off stage with this lance, trying to get the side to side onto Cedero. But he's got to be careful. If Cedero gets underneath, could go for that recovery. Meanwhile, Blaze on the right side gets sent flying from Dobrein's axe.
Luck's been going toe-to-toe with Cedero on the edge, though. They're both at about the same health points so far. The down air from Luck sending Cedero off the edge. The weapon toss getting caught by the soft platform. The recovery from Luck. He has the axe in his hand. You see that down sig coming out, trying to cover both sides. The long range of the side sig. He's looking to finish Cedero off, but it almost seems like now he's swinging wildly, whereas before it was more calm, cool, and collected. He has to be careful.
He's definitely thinking a little bit harder with those early light attacks, just trying to get the damage where he could. Meanwhile, Blaze does get the kill onto Dobrein on the right side. I believe it was a recovery that finished him off. Down sig connects for Luck, and that is not a sig
He doesn't
you
get punished.
see a lot. But yeah, he gets away with it. Cedero ends up having to pick up a side air for the finisher there a little bit later. Blaze does get the recovery underneath. Stocks staying even. We're not seeing the same stock control that we saw from game 1 from the blue team.
Blaze getting a nice 3-hit string there, but he ends up taking a side signature to the back of the head coming out from Luck. Blaze has Cedero on the edge. Dobrein ends up falling.
Yeah, Luck did get the signature onto Dobrein. You see Cedero versus Blaze. It's going to be Luck who instead goes for that slide charge down signature. He has not really been successful with that. That's the second time we've seen him go for that slide charge down signature and just complete avoidance from the blue team. Down sig connects for Cedero, not going to take down Luck. Ulgrim, another one of those high defense characters, not quite the 8 defense. Actually, is he 8? He's like 7 or 8. He's high.
It's definitely high. I don't have the paper
I can't remember
in
if
front of me.
he or Barraza is the higher one.
I think Brawlhalla is.
Okay. Dobrein goes down. It's a 1v2 while we were busy thinking about defense numbers. It's all left to Cedero. He does have a second stock to work with. He does get the nairs underneath, but it's not an easy 1v2 to do. Okay.
Just nicely placed. Yeah. Just a raw recovery.
Sorry,
not recovery, neutral heavy. Nice little black hole so far. Doesn't pick anything big up with it. Luck's going to end up falling in the process. But I think the potential is definitely there for both sides to pull this out. Unless Cedero gets a big gimp over here. You're seeing Blaze completely disengaged from that. Luck coming in, providing some of that relief there, giving Blaze some space.
Yeah, I think if it goes down to the 1v1, Cedero is going to have the advantage.
Yes.
But if the red team can get those follow-ups, just go for the 1v2. Just go. So let Luck kind of face tank, and if Blaze punishes Cedero for each of these attempts, might see things go on the red team's way. But Cedero just keeping this pressure on. He does get the gimp onto Luck with his hammer, and it's all left to the 1v1. And this is going to be looking like Cedero's game to lose, as he's just so dominating with these edge guards, and the red team just not able to punish him when he was going for them.
The final frames of that recovery ends up picking up Blaze. The weapon toss there. Cedero trying to down signature over the edge. Blaze going to the island. You see Cedero retreating over there, expecting the high recover. Nice gravity cancel side signature there. Ooh, and it's going to be the dare. The damage that they were able to output onto him so late in that game means that the dare, even though it wasn't that high, was still able to kill off the top.